I'm Genevieve Taylor and this is Bristol Fire School. So today is all about teaching you how to nail chicken. So chicken is one part of barbecue that people can panic about, and they're so worried about undercooking it that they overcook it. You don't need to worry about chicken. This technique is going to absolutely show you how to do it. And the way I do it is to start indirect and finish direct, and we're going to set up the barbecue with a small central fire with a generous fire-free ring around the outside. So chicken doesn't need much, but it does need time and an even heat. Here's my central fire, and this is a fire-free ring around the outside, and the power of the central fire is each piece of chicken is equidistant to the heat source, which means it cooks evenly. So every piece will be done at about the same time, so no panic flipping, no moving them around. So those lemons are just going to char up to make the dressing and baste. At this stage we're cooking with hot air, convection heat, so we want a fairly high heat. So I've got my vents open here, but we don't want a burning heat, so there's no way that chicken can burn around the outsides there whilst it's cooking. Although I'm cooking with an indirect heat, I want quite a high indirect heat, so I'm going to aim for a lid temperature of 180, and I'm going to get the air vents open quite wide in order to achieve that. Let's see how those lemons are getting on. Oh yeah. So the reason I char lemons is you get a richer flavour, slightly caramelised, but more importantly than that, I am going to get so much more juice out of those lemons. Even though this chicken looks practically raw, I'm just going to shove a temperature probe in it. Right, 53 Celsius, 54 Celsius, 53 Celsius, 58, 54, 54. So hopefully what that proves to you is this small central fire is doing exactly what I need it to do. Each piece of chicken is well on the way to being cooked, and they're all approximately the same temperature. So it really is working, this central fire. There's no hint of burning on the chicken, it's just cooking through very nice and evenly, very gently. And the magic temperature I'm looking for is 60 Celsius, and then at that point it's well on the way to being cooked. So chicken is safe at 74, and at that point we'll move it into the middle and get some lovely colour. What I'm going to do now, because we're almost at that magic 60, is start off a double duty dressing and a baste. I'm just going to toast those till they're a couple of shades darker. With that lid down, that's going to help them toast evenly, but it's also going to keep that oven-like heat in to keep the chicken cooking, and it's going to control the oxygen. So yeah, lid down. Crushing it to a paste with some salt just means you get a lot more garlicky flavour. Right, I reckon my pine nuts are probably good to come off now. Oh yeah. So just toasted a couple of shades darker. I'm going to tip those into a small bowl, plenty of olive oil into that. This is a baste and a dressing, so we can be generous. And then these lemons, I'm just going to squeeze that in. Look how much juice I get from those. Just heating them and charring them is really helpful. Get the pips out. Right, all that garlic in. So a good 4 tablespoons or so of honey. This is why I don't marinate this chicken, because that honey would burn in an instant, you know, those sugars. So this is a sort of last minute baste. And then some cinnamon. Just about got enough cinnamon there. One sauce, 2 jobs. Half has gone over the pine nuts as a dressing, the other half is my baste. So now we move from indirect to direct cooking, and it's all about getting crispy skin. The sugar in that base is causing a bit of smoke, but everything is in control, even if it doesn't look like it, because I've always got my fire-free ring to move to should things be getting too hot. So I'm just taking my time here to turn it slowly, to move it around. Basically, I'm in control, the fire is not in control. I'm just giving myself time and space to move the chicken between the heat, off the heat, between the heat, off the heat, and that will mean it's perfectly crispy on the outside, cooked through to the centre, not dry, not raw, not burnt. Right, that looks like it's pretty done, but let's just give it a check. Yeah, we've got 74 on that one, 78, 76, 75. This chicken is at a safe temperature, so we are good to go. Time to eat. What we've got here is beautifully crispy skin and succulent, well-cooked chicken. I'm a firm believer that good food is about layers of flavour and different colours and textures and contrasts. So I'm going to hit it up with some fresh mint here, just to add a little green lift. Barbecue is one of those things for me which always benefits from just a little hit of something fresh at the end. So we've got hot and sweet and fresh all in the same mouthful. And finally, that double duty baste and dressing. So this is the dressing. That's going to lift it to the next level. Sticky chicken with pine nuts and mint. Now this is a delicious recipe, but this is more about the technique. The technique here matters. It's about starting chicken indirectly, so it's almost cooked, before you move it over a direct finishing heat to crisp it up. It's about having a small central fire, so each piece of chicken is equidistant to the fire, and actually that technique works with anything small, sausages, wings, you know, any small item of food. So having things equidistant to the fire simply means they're going to cook at about the same speed. You want to bring your dish together all at the same time. It's about cooking chicken to temperature, not time. Cooking to temperature quite simply removes the fear from chicken. You've got a temperature probe, it's done or it's not done. Master this technique and chicken will never be stressful again.